Which way do people want to go?
I bet our target's on the left.
That's a good supposition, but I really do want to check out those orbs.
I get the feeling that if someone came in here and saw those orbs, they'd want to go towards them, like we do. So perhaps if we follow them, we might find what we're looking for?
But remember, our target Razzle is a trickster herself, and may not be so enchanted by the orbs, may not be distracted from what she's here to do.
Very true.
Perhaps she's causing them.
Also a good point. Alright.
So, shall we head to the right?
Yep, orbs.
Alright, let's...
Okay.
I think so.
You take the right path. So, you continue walking. And sorry there's not much going on here, like visual-wise, or, you know, this is a little bit basic.
I'm drawing out really bad diagrams for them. If you scroll down a bit, you can see them.
Alright. Ah, nice. Veil of Sad. Right. So, okay. You take the right path, and you notice as you move through here that the forest is getting thicker and thicker, but you can still see the lights drifting ahead. The path is getting less and less well-trodden until you're almost just pushing through brush and undergrowth, like batting branches out of the way as you move. But the lights lead you on until you come across a small clearing. And now you get a full view of one of these orbs. It drifts right across the middle of the clearing. It's about 1.5 feet in diameter, glowing, just bobbing along. It goes straight across the clearing and continues into the trees on the far side.
About how far was this away from me?
It's about, at this point, because you really caught up to this thing, it's only about 80 feet ahead of you.
Ah, dang it. It's too
It's
far.
only about 50 feet ahead of you.
50 feet.
Whatever you want to do. I mean, if you want to catch up, you can
I was going to throw a dagger at it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It has a max range of 60 feet.
Yep.
Interesting. So, okay. Let's
so
say
I have
that
disadvantage on this.
Well, you can always just kind of catch up to it a little bit. It's moving slowly. If you wanted to just run forward a little bit, throw that dagger,
in that case,
something you can absolutely do.
Yeah, I'll run up until I'm like 20 feet away and I'll throw a dagger at it.
Okay, make your ranged attack. Okay, let me just check something here because I was not prepared for that. Right.
Get in a fight with the will-o'-wisp.
Well, let us see. What the hell is the DC for this? I do not know how to find that out.
Is it a will-o'-wisp or something?
Oh, okay, here we go.
Oh, you found it?
It is, in fact, will-o'-the-wisp.
Oh, great.
which you realize as your dagger skims past it, not quite managing to hit it, just thuds into a tree on the far side of the clearing. And the will-o'-wisp seems to react. It spins around, whirls. You hear this kind of moaning, ethereal shriek, and it just disappears.
Well,
shoot.
Looks like we lost a lead.
I don't think it liked being thrown daggers at. Strangely.
I missed, and I'm sad about it.
Do you think if you'd hit it, it would have popped? Like a balloon?
No idea, I wanted to find out.
I think it probably would have... Well, now see, I'm kind of afraid, because what if it had hit and then just stuck?
And it was staying on the side.
Oh, no.
Just...
I'm gonna go pull my dagger back out of the tree so I can reuse it.
Okay. You walk across the clearing.
I would like to...
Go on,
Oh,
Lauren.
sorry, you go on.
No, go on, Lauren.
I would like to roll investigation to investigate the clearing.
Okay, go for it. Well, you look around the clearing, and it just seems natural. You notice there are a few mushrooms growing on the side of one of the trees. Nothing really seems odd about this clearing. So, sorry, okay, Ruben, you walk across the clearing to retrieve your dagger, and boomf, you tread on a lattice of twigs and go falling into a pit trap that was in the middle of this clearing.
Oh, snap.
As you do, 3 will-o'-the-wisps appear around the party. I'd like you to roll initiative.
Oh boy, here we go. Well, let's see. Click on my token here.
So, how
Oh,
do I
snap.
calculate Ruben's falling damage, I wonder?
Falling damage. Let's see. Well, first off, I think that we need to link our tokens to our character
yeah.
sheets.
I did, but I don't know how to do the HP bar. So they are linked to your character sheet. That's...
Well, you may have to enter our initiative manually then.
Yeah.
I just attempted to roll.
Oh,
It
right.
didn't work.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just have to do that on my end.
Oh, shoot.
So just roll a d20, I guess.
I think
let's
it's
keep it simple.
1d20 plus dex, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's
that
just a
sounds
dex. It's just a dex roll.
Right.
4. There we go. Because my dex modifier is insane.
Cool. Oh, 21, nice. So, okay, I'm just going to put everyone here.
Page 183.
I'm really confused. What am I rolling?
Just roll a d20 plus your dexterity modifier.
Yeah, because it doesn't seem to work, or our initiative roll doesn't seem to work.
Yeah, we don't have
Alternatively,
things
go to
properly
the-
set up today.
Yeah. You can just roll an unskilled dex check also.
Yeah, I think that should work. So, do you
Unless
know
you
how
have some
deep the
other-
pit is?
It is, let's say, just 20 feet deep.
Okay, so 1d6 bludgeoning for every 10 feet it fell to a maximum of 20d6.
Okay, so you get a 2d6 of bludgeoning damage. Ruben, which I will roll now. Let's see. So, 2d6. So you take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Fortunately, I am tank.
Yep. Note also that
Yep.
you land prone.
Yep.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, so you have to spend half your movement getting up. That's it.
And you immediately notice that your fall was broken by a skeleton.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Luckily, it's not sitting
Cool.
up or anything.
I'm
It's
gonna
just being bony and crumbly. Yep. So let's see here quickly.
There you go. Now you know it's 20 feet deep.
And let's say there are trees. It's going to be very, very simple. And I also need some tokens for these will-o'-the-wisps. Sorry, this is going to take a while. Just, yeah, was not
Do you
properly
happen
prepared.
to have the initiative table?
No.
I just realized, because the initiative thing, the table for Roll20 might actually be what we need. Initiative.
Oh, really? So let's see. Initiative table. I do not know.
It is the turn tracker, in other words. So on that little bar in the top left, there should be like a clock icon, I believe.
Yep, okay. Ah,
There we
right,
go.
okay.
Okay, so in theory, whoops.
So let me just add turns for everyone. So add turn, and whoops, add turn,
Okay, so then it would be
and
me, then Ruben, then John Ranger. I can't remember that. Diggard, and then Trio.
Why is it still showing up as Cinder's blank?
That is
On the
bizarre.
journal, it's
I
still
guess you needed to save.
Diggard.
Yeah, it says
Oh.
Diggard.
There's
Oh, well.
no save.
Oh well,
button.
yeah.
Okay.
I denoted. And so, okay, we're going to say these spectral dogs are the will-o'-the-wisps.
Special
Sure.
dogs. Yeah, they take dog-shaped forms because they're mad.
Yep.
Borf, borf.
Borf?
So, okay, let us see. How do I input your initiative rolls? So we had a 21, 7, and a 9.
And we also had a 10 in from Ruben.
So I'll put these in manually then. Sorry, what was Ruben's?
Ruben's was
10.
a 10, yes.
Okay. So, 21, 9, and 10. And let's roll initiative for these will-o'-the-wisps. I'll just do that here. Yeah, sorry this is taking a while, guys. Yeah, not
okay. I have a
properly prepared.
Yep, check it out. I figured out how to roll
Ah,
initiative.
right.
Yeah, we did need the turn tracker up.
No. Okay, that's to just reset everyone's initiative scores. So, okay, just to make it easy, do you want to roll initiative properly using your character sheet?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Go for
I
it.
won't complain.
All right.
I could maybe roll better than crap.
Yeah, wow, guys.
These things.
If you right-click them, I think you should be able to name tokens.
There's nothing saying that.
Really?
To front to back, paste, delete, undo, add turn, edit. No, can't click edit.
Damn.
That's strange. Yeah,
Well, I guess you'll have to write them down and play it by ear.
yeah. So I'll just make a note of this on paper here.
Yep. And then
So,
I think you should at least be able to add the tokens in turn order, right?
I mean, for me, it'll just be easiest to keep track of this on paper at this point, just to
Okay.
keep things quick and easy. Yeah.
Salute.
Okay, so, any ideas for names of will-o'-the-wisps?
Spot,
Battle
Fido, and
Bands.
Rover.
Sounds good to me. So, Spot, Fido, and Rover. They are going counterclockwise from the top. Spot, Fido, and Rover.
But
Yep, already forgotten them.
Fido.
Cool.
Don't worry. I got this. I got this with my shitty mouse handwriting.
Fire poppers.
I know. And Rover. There we go.
Okay,
Got letters.
so, okay. Triel, you are up first.
Okay. Triel's gonna pull out her short swords and attack this one because it's closest.
Cool, okay. Make an attack.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice. Definitely hits. Unfortunately, as you hit the will-o'-the-wisp, you sense that it didn't take as much damage as it might have.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So-
For my bonus action, can I use my hand short sword?
Yep, go for it.
I should also note that you're a rogue, right?
Cool.
Never mind.
Yes.
I thought you had an extra attack. Rogues do not.
Well, that definitely hits anyway. But again, you just feel that as you try to puncture the will-o'-the-wisp with your short sword, the blade just seems to kind of slide off its essence. It's like trying to stab glass. So,
Interesting.
yeah. So, okay, that is your turn. Let me just note this down here. Okay, with that, Spot is going to stay where it is and just make a melee spell attack against you, Triel.
Ooh.
Yes. So, this is simply going to be a 5. I rolled a natural 1, so the will-o'-the-wisp kind of seems to expand and pulse, and there's this electric spark that you just duck under. It's easily avoided. Yeah.
Nice.
So, okay, on to Vasmir.
Okay, Vaz is just going to move up a little bit here. And to provide some cover for Ruben, he's going to take a shot at Fido here with his many attacks.
Cool.
So, let's just do a Sunbolt. Casually.
Nice.
And then another one because he can attack twice.
Cool. So, okay. For Sunbolt, that's just a standard ranged attack. It's not like a instant hit spell or anything like that.
It is, yeah, pretty much a ranged spell attack that uses my Dex as a modifier. Note that it does radiant damage, though.
Right. Okay. So, the first attack, as you let it loose, it just stuns your drow eyes and goes wide. But for the second one, you kind of regain your composure and you just slightly cover your eyes as you fire off another radiant bolt that strikes Fido dead center
Oh,
and
actually,
seems to push it back.
I just realized I should ask: are we in direct sunlight?
No, it's quite dark. It's quite
Okay,
dark in the
good.
Veil of Sadness.
I mean, it wouldn't be the Veil of Sad if there was sunshine and rainbows.
There's
Oh, yeah.
sunshine and he's super blind.
You do not see a double rainbow.
Okay, good.
Good.
Cool. Do you want to do anything else?
Hang on, I have to do a little bit of a check because let's see. So, do I have to hit with a monk weapon to do another strike? I use attacked action. Oh yes. Okay. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to do this one more time. And let's go.
Cool. That does hit. Now that you've regained your sight a little bit better, you get a really solid hit on Fido, and it's starting to waver in the air.
Goody. And that's pretty much all that I'm willing to do for the moment, so I'll leave it there.
Cool. So, okay, that brings us to Ruben, down in the pit.
Alright, I have to use how much of my movement to get up
Half.
from being
So it's-
prone?
It's 20 foot... Oh, right, so it's half your movement to get up from being prone, and then you're at the bottom of a 20-foot pit.
Okay. So, half of 35 movement.
So down to 17
So I
feet of
guess-
movement,
Yeah, sure.
but climbing is halved as well, so you'd be able to climb up, 9 feet, I guess, of this 20-foot hole.
Sure. So I'm able to climb almost halfway up.
Yeah.
You're like
I
the
guess
frog
I'll
in the
use my action for more movement and just get all the way out.
Oh, cool. Right.
Yeah.
So-
So I'm gonna climb out and I'm gonna use my bonus action to go into rage.
Awesome. I should mention, though,
Ah!
if you end your turn when you're raging without taking damage, then or making an attack, then you lose your rage.
Haven't taken. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Really?
Okay. Fine.
Yeah. That's the rules for raging. It's like you rage, then you do an attack, or
Yeah.
Hang on, let me
Yeah.
see.
If your turn
So-
ends and you haven't taken damage or attacked a hostile creature since your last turn.
Oh.
Yeah.
wow.
Okay. Sure.
Well, you did take damage when you fell down into the pit, so I'll allow this.
Oh, hey,
So,
cool.
yeah,
All
falling
right.
into the pit, you realize you were led in there by the will-o'-wisps, and you
Yeah.
are very, very angry about it. Okay,
How dare. I'll fight
So-
you. I'll fight your whole family.
so Reuben, or rather, I'm losing track of everyone's names. Yeah, Reuben.
Yeah.
Reuben
Yeah,
bounds up
right.
out of the hole, snarling, looking around for something to kill. So do you want
know
to
what?
do you want to
You
put your
want to fight
token?
little jelly blobs of fire? I'll fuck you up.
Go ahead and put your token anywhere around the pit. Any one of these squares around the pit. Cool. Right, okay, in that case, we move on to, let's see, we've done, so on to Fido, who he has a tiny barbarian in front of him. He's just going to make an attack against you. So, let's roll an attack here. Okay, that's 16 attack. How does that do against your AC?
Misses. My
Awesome.
unarmored AC is 19 because I have a shield.
Cool.
Nice.
So, yeah, again, Fido pulses. You see the lights enhance for a moment, and there's this arcing shot of electricity that just rebounds against your shield. Does nothing.
Nah, boy.
You feel it in your mind just screech in sadness and frustration. And over with Rover. Rover's going to make an attack against, what's his face? Diggard. So just
great.
the same thing. Yep. That's a 10. They're rolling terribly. So I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
No, he has scale mail that has a base AC of 14. So
Cool.
Nice.
So I'm just going to do a little bit of drifting, though. Rover's going to drift over here and, yep, just try and attack you, but completely fail.
Dang.
Apparently the Veil of Sadness has made these Will-o'-the-Wisps just too sorrowful to attack properly. So, okay.
Huh.
We come back to the top of the turn order with Triel.
Okay, Triel
Wait,
is gonna try and attack Spot again with short sword, because that's the only weapon, really.
Cool. Go for it.
Cool.
Awesome. That is definitely a hit. And you're getting the hang of this now. You feel that kind of glassy sensation as you stab at spots, but this time you get a pretty good strike in. Let's see. That brings it down to... But it's still floating there. Not looking as rough as Fido.
Okay, gonna go for another stab, I think.
Okay, go for it. Well, it hits, but your frustration with your first attack just takes your aim off a little bit. You just get a scratch along it. The energy kind of winks and blinks, but you don't feel like you did a great deal of damage with that one.
Oh.
Yeah. So, okay, that brings us to Spot's revenge. Spot is going to just wobble and waver right in front of you and try to attack you again. Okay, that's a 16 to hit. What's your armor class?
I have no idea.
If I remember properly, you're wearing leather. Leather has a base AC. And then on top of that, your dex mod, which can be applied to its full benefit, should be +4.
So it just hits. So you will take...
Attacker wins?
Oh, wait, I'm wrong.
Yeah, it's-
Leather is 11 base AC.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
never mind, then it doesn't even matter.
In either case, it would have been a 16 to hit against 16 AC, so that would have succeeded. Correct?
Yeah.
Alright,
House wins, I
meeting.
think.
Meeting DCs is a thing, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, let me just roll a little bit of damage. Okay, you take 6 lightning damage.
Ooh.
You feel just concentrated anger and sorrow thrust into you in the form of a lightning bolt. Yeah.
Guys, I'm starting to see why they call it Forest of Sorrows.
Not what they call it, but okay.
I mean,
It
it's
was
pretty much
something
the
about
essence of it.
sorrows, and I'm feeling pretty sorrowful.
It's
The
the
veil of
essence that
sadness.
counts.
The Veil of Sadness.
Yeah. So that's it for spots. On to Vasmir.
Okay. Vasmir feels threatened by... I was about to say Rufus. Rufus stepping up all in his business. Oh shit, I actually did say Rufus. God damn it. Okay.
Rover.
Rover. So he's gonna launch not a flurry of blows, but just his normal punchy bits going on.
Okay.
Wow.
Cool.
That is...
Well, that does not hit, unfortunately. You try to punch this glowing orb, and it just dodges out of the way.
That's a critical fail. That sucks.
You, as it dodges out of the way, your fist just carries on and punches you in the face.
I was gonna say I punched the tree, but
No, but you take no damage.
okay.
Just get a fat lip. Okay, but the next one does hit. Funnily enough, this seems to work. You feel like your fist actually, did some damage to this sorrowful entity. Cool. Okay, is that it for your turn?
I have one more.
Go for it. Nice, and that also hits. And you are deflating this balloon rapidly.
Nice. I'm just gonna shout out to the others. Hey, if you try something other than stabbing it, you might be able to hit better.
In fact, just looking at the HP counts for this, as you punch this will-o'-the-wisp, it shrieks and disperses.
Nice.
Yeah, so Rover has been popped. So, goodbye, Rover. Cool. So that brings us to Ruben.
Let's look at the rules for improvised weapons.
Oh man, improvised weapons. Okay.
That's just 1d4 damage?
Yep, seems that way.
That is correct.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
I was just gonna try to beat it to death with my rapier.
That's fine.
So trying to use my rapier as bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll do that.
Go for it.
Let me just add that to my weapons table real quick.
Rapier as a club.
Yeah, you could.
Oh wait,
well,
can
no,
I
that would be
just...
strange.
Is there a thing for improvised? No. That would have been a good thing to add to the character sheets.
Actually,
like
here's
default.
the quick rules. If an improvised weapon is similar to an actual weapon, you can say that it's like akin to a club, and you can use
So
it.
yeah,
as
you
one.
could just be like hitting it with the
1d4
flat of
damage,
the
though.
blade.
I think this tends to apply more in cases of stuff like hatchets, which might count as hand axes. But if it bears
Sure.
no resemblance, it's 1d4.
Let's keep it super simple. I mean, you're attacking with a weapon that you're familiar with. You're just hitting with the flat of the blade, I suppose. So I'd just say make a normal attack, and we'll go with that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, just go for it.
I'm gonna whap it with my rapier because I'm angry. And I believe I have advantage. Oh, I'm gonna attack recklessly.
Yeah, go for it.
So I have advantage
And then-
because I'm using strength on this one.
Cool.
But attack rolls against me will have advantage until my next turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice. So,
What?
Okay.
And that's
Oh, wait.
actually.
I think it's adding your dex mod. Your damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here you go. Here's my
either
other.
way, you're attacking Fido, who's the weakest of the bunch, and even without like a dex mod added to damage.
No, I should re-roll that because that is not actually my attack roll.
Oh, really?
Oh
Yeah, it's actually a 17.
Okay, you
So I'm
swing
using
and
my
miss.
strength modifier.
It's a swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Wow.
Although, hold,
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
going to do it again because I have an extra attack.
go for it.
All right, let me use the real one this time.
Can you make this one reckless as well, or is it?
Yep.
I think they're both reckless.
How did you manage 0 damage?
Because I have a -1 in strength. But it's okay. I get +2 because I'm enraged.
Oh, cool. So, okay, you do
Because
slight
that's
damage.
how my melee use strength attacks work as a barbarian.
Okay, your first swing just vroom, goes right past it. It dodges out of the way, but it's just set up perfectly for a nice baseball swing into it, and you smack Fido into the tree for 1 point of damage.
1 point.
Oh, sorry, 2 points. You're quite correct. Yeah, so Fido is now flickering, wavering. Looks like it could blink out at any second. Okay, so that brings us to Digard.
All right.
Or rather, Rover, sorry.
So-
I know